Hello everybody, my name is Charles Nabedin V, and my presentation is on special needs groups and disasters. This is for the Foundations in Emergency Management class, and I hope you enjoy this video. So, the reason why I chose this topic is because I've had prior experience with children with disabilities and their families and such, and I've personally cared for these people with disabilities, and I know how fragile that their lives are, and a disaster could totally turn their lives upside down in a matter of days, even hours. So I've also have close family friends that actually have children with muscular dystrophy, and I've talked to them about their emergency plans and what they would do if a hurricane hit or tornado. All that. So my time as a camp counselor for the Muscular Dystrophy Association allowed me to learn a great deal and see into a world not seen by many. So the children I met are very vulnerable to disasters, and I hope that with proper preparation and planning, they will all be okay and their families prepare in the future. Okay, next slide. Defining special needs. This is always a big topic when you have something that needs to be defined, so everybody has a clear view on what is the topic at hand. So the DHS Office for Civil Rights and Civil Liberties has established a definition for special needs. This definition covers all the bases and does not focus on specific special needs, but the entirety of them. And according to this definition, members of the special needs community may have difficulty maintaining independence, understanding communication, getting transportation, and keeping adequate supervision or medical care. For example, special needs groups would be the elderly, family with young children, people with physical, mental, speech, and hearing disabilities, and people traveling with service animals. So that is a pretty broad spectrum of who would be associated in these special needs groups. Okay, a big part of FEMA that is headed by Marcy Roth is the Office of Disability Integration and Coordination. This leads FEMA's commitment to achieving whole community emergency management, inclusive of individuals with disabilities and others with access and functional needs, by providing guidance, tools, methods, and strategies to establish equal physical, program, and effective communication access. Like I said, Marcy Roth serves as Senior Advisor and Director of the Office of Disability Integration and Coordination, leading the national transformation towards integrating the access and functional needs of people with and without disabilities throughout all aspects of the whole community, emergency preparedness and disaster response, recovery, and mitigation. So preparing for a disaster. Now, special needs, or people with special needs, are people first. So they're treated as such. They need plans. They need to assemble disaster supply kits, stay informed, maintain plans, and just stay educated on what's happening. For example, I'm from Tampa, Florida, so hurricanes are a big issue. Street flooding is a big issue as well. So people in my area need to be informed of these potential disasters and be prepared for such things as those. So creating a plan. People with special needs should be proactive and prepare themselves appropriately for a disaster. And like I said, Tampa, Florida, floods, hurricanes, storm surges, and the like. Create a network of neighbors, relatives, friends, and coworkers to aid you in an emergency. Discuss your needs and make sure everyone knows how to operate necessary equipment. Communication is key. Many people will be willing to help in an emergency if they have the means to do so. That neighbor that you may never talk to would love to help you. If you really need the help, and ask them or are proactive about it. It's like 2 months ahead of hurricane season. You say, hey, I may need you, to drive me up the street or wherever to my husband or brother's house, whatever it may be. I have a wheelchair or I have a cane. Is this okay? And they would love to do it. I mean, I absolutely would. Many people are willing to help. keep specialized items ready, including extra wheelchair batteries, oxygen, catheters, medication, etc. Anything that you would need in an emergency or for regular daily life. Something like that would be food for service animals. Make sure you have bottled water for that. Maybe even foot pads, because you may be walking through debris or broken glass that would definitely hurt the animal. So be proactive about that and get those supplies early and often. Keep a list of the type and model numbers of the medical devices you require. Be sure to make provisions for medications that require refrigeration, and contact the hospital. Say, do you have extra room for these materials, maybe, or the like. Transportation is vital. If that means getting a trailer that can accommodate a wheelchair on the back of a vehicle, then apply that bad boy now, and you will definitely reap the benefits later on. Plan for children with disabilities and people who may have difficulty in unfamiliar, chaotic environments. So many of the kids I worked with at the Muscular Dystrophy Association summer camp, it would be hard for them to adapt to a situation where it is very chaotic. There's, their car may not be working, or the regular routine is definitely out of whack. So something such as handheld electronics, videos, board games, all of these things will distract them and, keep them from freaking out, and will prevent psychological damage from occurring, if that's the case. If the disaster is taking a while and it takes several days, then you have you have extra Disney videos and stuff to keep them occupied and keep their mind off of what's at hand. So this is an example of FEMA in the field. This is in Texas, circa 2011. So this is the FEMA Community Relations and Individual Assistance Specialists. They're working with hearing impaired survivors at a disaster recovery center in Bastrop, Texas. They work with local, state, and other federal agencies to provide assistance to residents affected by recent fires in this example. If any of you would like to read up on this information or study it further, I've provided a few websites for you to take a look at, and I hope you guys have enjoyed my video, and hopefully a lot of people with special needs in the future can prepare themselves and be diligent about the situations that they're in to prevent further injuries and the like. So I appreciate your time. Thank you very much.